Good morning, everybody. It's Ty here, Selling Made Social, and I'm grabbing my pen. Helps me think. Um, so I hope everyone is off to a good start. Everyone is now in at least Monday, and some of us are in our Tuesday. So another week has come and started off. So like everything, I hope you're approaching it with intent. I really hope that you have got at least one major goal, an overriding goal for the week, and that's what your focus is on. So everything you do, when you have those moments, when you're working and you have those moments and you're like, what do I do next? Like, and you're just sitting there and you're like, if you have that kind of if you have that overriding goal that's established at the start of every week, a major goal, then that's always the fallback position, right? You can just simply go to that and it keeps you on track. So if you find yourself getting off track, if you're finding yourself from going to task and you're not really getting anything done, then do that. Go back to your main goal and get yourself on track. It will absolutely help you achieve whatever you need to get achieved. So, start of the week, guys. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. I wanted to talk about how to really massively increase your message responses, right, on LinkedIn, because I know this is a huge issue for so many people. Now, a critical part of LinkedIn is, and in anything in business, and it's described by Robert Cialdini in his book Influence and in his follow-up book Persuasion, is the key principle of influence being authority. Now, as certainly in the Western societies, people tend to respond to authority. They tend to give it attention. They tend to pay attention to people of authority and positions of authority. If someone walked up to you normal like this, but then flashed a police badge in front of you, you're probably going to listen to them, right? If you start a discussion with someone and they say, well, when I was at Harvard, you're like, oh, okay, Harvard. You kind of pay attention to that. There's probably some people in this group who are Harvard grads. So when you have a chance, you've got to start working on your authority building on LinkedIn. It's one of those extra bits of the recipe that can really aid in your positioning on LinkedIn. And you can use it in your messaging, you can use it in your connection strategies, you can weave it into your conversations, you can practice weaving it into your conversations and get it up to a point where if you have a certain type of client persona that you're going after on LinkedIn, and you know what they respond to well, maybe they do respond to authority figures really well, then when you craft your message, they're the people that you actually use that the most on. So you've got to remember, guys, every one of your clients, and you probably have multiple client personas that you are going after on LinkedIn. Now, each of these personas are likely different, and they respond to messages differently. They respond to connection requests differently. And your mission is to really understand that and really crack that, and you do it by testing. And once you've understood that and you scale, when you are using these pieces of authority or crafting a message where you weave in your authority, it can have dramatic increases on your response rates. And an example, I'm going to mess it up, I'm sure. Oh, see, no, I did it. Here, Forbes. Ooh, oh, it's so hard. I don't know how those weather guys do it. So, Forbes coaches, look at that. There we go. Forbes Coaches Council. All right. So I'm in the Forbes Coaches Council. I got published in Forbes recently. Do you think I'm using that in my messaging with people at the moment? Mm-hmm. You can't imagine the response rate. I'll have to get the numbers right down pat, but from what I'm seeing, it's about 70%. Yeah. So 70% of people I'm connecting to and I follow up with a message, they're responding to me. And I'm crafting and I'm weaving in the Forbes in a way that is kind of natural, in a way that is getting them interested and excited, and it produces results. So what you've got to do, guys, is you've got to find where you can amplify your authority. And once you can do that, and then you know which of your client personas that you go after on LinkedIn, when you know how they respond to that or who responds the best, that's the message set that you use for that particular persona. And you will see massive increases in your response rates. Massive increases in your response rates. And you bring it to the forefront of your messaging. You bring it to the forefront of your connection strategies. So authority building, guys, make it a mission. Make it a mission. Maybe you want to try to get yourself into Forbes or Entrepreneur or Huffington Post. Maybe if you're in a certain industry and there's certain trade magazines, like in my industry, in the advertising media industry, like Campaign Asia, certainly in Asia, Campaign, Branding in Asia, Japan Inc. These are all really, really popular trade sites and magazines, and I went out of my way to get into them. So it's really important that that you do that, and because you can use that authority over and over and over again, and it just opens up doors. Because I'm telling you now, 99% of your competitors are not doing it. They're absolutely not doing it. They're not doing anything in the way of building their authority, and that's just leading to them going with the same message. And this is the standard message: "Hi, I noticed that you're a whatever. I love connecting with those people. I'm also a da da da. Maybe we can help each other. Thank you." And not only that, but they send that out to everyone that they find. They're not even filtered properly. They're not even choosing only the active players on LinkedIn. So they're sending out to dead accounts with a dead, boring message with no forethought into it. And they're doing it over and over again. And they're getting like 5%. Someone will write back, "Thank you. That's it. Let's keep in touch." It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. And especially you will find that you will turbocharge your response rates if you optimize your LinkedIn profile and you change it from that CV facing profile to one that is a promotional landing page, basically a promotional landing page. But you've got to keep that kind of doctor frame, that authority frame. As I always say, you don't see doctors in front of their surgery with a pamphlet handing it out to people, say, "Hey, when you get sick, come and see me. When you get sick, come and see me." You just walk past the doctor surgery and you know instantly, when I get sick, that one looks great. That's who I go to. That's who's going to fix me. They're the expert. Now, that's what your profile should also be relaying. It should be showing people instantly that you are the authority. That you're someone that they need to come to when they have an issue. So it's really important, guys, that that you do that, and start building your authority out. It will have dramatic impact on your business as a B2B expert, as an entrepreneur, solopreneur, wanapreneur. If you're moving into that space, you've got to have it. So I hope that helps. And yeah, great, Tim. Oh, yeah. I hope that helps. And guys, just get in there and start making it a priority. Once it's a priority, then it will absolutely be a game changer for you. Absolutely. So, guys, I hope that helps. Don't be neglectful of all the different components of LinkedIn. There's a lot to it. It's a recipe for sure, right? And like any recipe, if you do it wrong, you do it in the wrong order, even if you've got the right ingredients, you're just coming up with a mess, right? So there you go. That's a huge tip and I'm sure you've like been thinking of it, but now make it a strategy. Include it into your LinkedIn strategy, and just make it work. All right, so that's it. I'm got some work to do. I've got some work to do. It's Monday, 9:32 a.m. No, Tuesday, 9:32 a.m. here in Tokyo. So off to the races. All right, guys. Thanks. See you later.